We're not live, are we?
Yeah.
Now we are.
We are now.
We want like the section before, won't we?
No.
Really good.
Yeah, we're live. We're on. We're on.
You gotta watch what you say, man.
Yeah, well, I didn't know we were going to just throw it on us.
Well,
Welcome everyone.
good evening,
to
guys.
another episode of Super Awesome Vape Show. Of course, we have our lovely panel, and we have a very special guest taking Mobro's place today. His name is Mark, and he has a channel called SoulOhm Reviews. Say hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Thanks for being here, man.
Cheers, buddy.
All right. So, we are going to talk about what happened at Vape Jam, because three of our panelists here have been to Vape Jam this year, and we're going to discuss what happened there. How many in chat went to Vape Jam? I want to know. X1 if you went to Vape Jam in chat there.
My shit's
But
so
before we get
backwards.
anywhere, before we start this thing, let's go ahead, and who wants to volunteer to read some shout outs?
Mark.
Mark? Best up, man. Putting it on the guest.
No.
I'm dyslexic and I can't read, so yeah.
It's not good to get out of it like that.
Honesty is the best way, I've always been told.
I'll go for it. We've got Hobag. Nice to see you. We've got Vaping with Nicky B. We've got Daily Vapes TV. It was nice to see him. We've got Village Vapor. Sainty McCunty Face. Fuck off. Village Vapor. Kevin K. Puffin Billy. Jason Lee. Grumpy Old Vapor. Tolmac. If I say things wrong, it's because I am crap at pronouncing things. Need to newbie. I'm so sorry. Me and Mark missed you at Jam. We have got Katie Hope. Dion, nice to see you. Demure.
Dan
Or
Demure.
Demi Moore. One of them.
Dan Demure.
I'm the man. Katie Hope, neat to know we've done that one. Bronco Monk, nice to see you. Jay Jarry. We have got MBK Vapor, Danny. Danny. And we've got Pudding Puffs. Or Pud Puff. Vaping with Ken, nice to see you, brother. UK Andy, Gailey Bob's Big Hugs, the one and only Mobro who's stuck in a garden somewhere in Narnia, James Caparafi, Zaro, Ryrie, Gary Hartland, Ian Morgan, Puffin Billy, and Dithering.
Nice one. Sweet. That was great. And I'd also like to welcome back one of our own who's been gone for a few weeks now. How's it going, Mike?
I'm all good now, thanks, mate. All good.
Winter's
I see
coming.
you did the room upgrade.
Only a little one.
I know, I thought it was posty then. With them shelves.
Melt.
The TV in the back that just says cunt on it.
No, he's just got that written all over his face. I'm joking. It just popped in my head. It just popped in my head. I'm sorry.
God.
I'm joking.
Wow. A bit harsh, isn't it?
That's Nick's cap. That's not nice.
I was joking.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, like, really?
My shit's all backwards, isn't it? Yeah.
No, not on our end.
On the stream it is.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Well, yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, it is backwards. You can flip it in Zoom. You can flip it in
hell.
Zoom.
Oh, dear man.
So, yeah, Mike, why don't you start us off with what you're vaping on today, man?
At the moment, I've got my T-Class with the Zeus X. In that, I've just topped it up with a little bit of creamed up custard, which is quite a nice creamy one. Custard, I mean. I've got the Dreamer with the Ardent. And in that, I've got some Moorish Puff, watermelon and cherry. And then I've also got my topside dual with the Asmodus Blank. And in that, I've got Flavours of the Dragon's Ticklish V2, which is another tropical one, which is really nice. That's all I'm vaping on tonight.
What are you drinking on?
Yes, the
What can I do for
the
you?
White Walker, winter is coming.
What's up?
And in that, I've got the old
You've had a, no,
Brewdog Quench Quake,
Listen, I'm streaming.
which is
don't watch
a
that, and one of
tangerine
that-
and
I'll
grapefruit
come and see
flavour IPA. Which is really nice and
that.
refreshing,
Quickly,
really
'cause they're gonna want me
thick
to
and sour.
talk.
Yeah, so if it looks like I'm chewing a wasp, you know why, because I've had a mouthful of that stuff.
Sweet deal. Mike, why don't you pass it off to
I'll
someone?
pass it off to the guest, Mark.
Right, what have I got? I've got the Rebirth with the Sandman mech, and I've got Rochford Project Strawberry Milk in that one. I have got my truck with the Aquitas on that with a hybrid juice. This is sort of like a strawberry juice of, you know, when you've got sort of like little bits left over from different juices? Well, they're all strawberry based juices, so I just threw them all together and made this concoction, which is rather nice actually. So yeah, doing that one. I've got the Zeus X on the Manta X 228. On that one, I've got Basics Cool Lemonade, which is
Quite nice, that.
nice. I've also got the Wasp Nano RTA on the Urus. In that one, I've got Basics. Which one's this one? The red and black, which is a raspberry and black currant. And then finally, I'm on the Smock Nord. Very interesting little system, that. And on that, I've got Vampire Vapes Vanilla Tobacco. There you go. That's what I'm on. Drinking-wise, the usual. I'm on Red Label, so very boring. So there you go. Shall I pass it on to someone?
Sure.
Hayden.
You passing it on to me?
Yeah.
Lovely. Right, what am I on? I'm on the Kilo pod system with a lovely bit of lemon berry ice. I love this. I got it from the pods from Jam. I'd already reviewed this, but yeah, I love that Kilo. Then I'm on the VX200 from Orgs Vape with their dual SoulOhm tank. In that, I have got some Selfish. These were at Jam as well. Forbidden, which is an apple, which is really nice. I've then got the from Vapteo, the ET Auto Kit, and in that I've got the apple in as well. I'm just waiting for that to start working. On the next one, I've dug the nugget out with the gate on top, the little damn nugget. So
You had that virtually all day, didn't you?
yeah, it's still got battery now. I've not recharged it. It's still got battery in it now, so it's just a nice little stealthy vape with the gate on it, mouth to lung, running it at like 20 watts, lasts you all day. In that, I have got some Vape Dodo, which is the Ritual, which is berries, apple, and mint, which is really nice. Then I've got the Ice Sub B tank from Innokin with the 3D Plex coils in it. You can run them down at between 30 and 55 watt, and I've got that on the Joytech Infinity, coming out again at 50 watts. And in that, I have got some Rochford Project, which is the strawberries and cream, really nice stuff. And that is me. We'll pass it over to the wonderful Jay. What are you vaping on, bro?
Yo, so
What am I drinking? Coffee.
hey, so I have got my Nord with some Pod Salt mango ice in there. Lovely. I have got my Smogmod Jaguar Squonk Mech, number 28 of 50, with the recurve on the top, single coil, with some Smog Liquid press. That's the liquid that they do. That's nice. It's like citrusy blast. And I have got the Gentleman Edition, which is not even out in the UK yet. Me pod with the prototype, not even released anywhere at the moment, mouth to lung pod. I've got a few of them, and also I've just got to show you this. They color coordinate the pods, so they set you up with red pods to go with the red mod.
Ooh.
Really nice. And in that, I have got
Something.
Pod Salt Fusion Doozy Pink Haze, which is like a lemon sherbet-y type one. That's me. And I am drinking Fanta Grape. Ooh. Over to
Fancy.
Nick.
I wish I had a drink now, man.
See, I thought on my feet when I got one. I knew what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. So I've got the Axial RDA on top of the Revenant TVL combo, whatever you want to call it, collaboration. There you go. with a DHD Goldie tip. Man, I wish it would focus properly, but
Oh, it's really nice, that.
but yeah, it's really nice and gorgeous and all that. And in there, I've got one of my sample box juices, Aries. This is from Sky Vapors, something like that, or maybe that's the flavor name. I forget, honestly. Mountain mint with a light berry finish, really good. 0 milligrams for anyone wondering. Next setup I've got is the Dreamer Stack, the purple freaking giant. No, I'm not even going to say it. With the Ardent on top and another double helix tip there.
Nice.
Boom. Matchy in full effect. These batteries have been lasting me for all week practically. Damn. But yeah, I've got Gorilla Fruits in there, another sample box juice. Gorilla Fruits, Rose Gold. It's a very nice tropical blend. Really super fruity, really good stuff. Definitely digging that one. And last but not least, where is it? Oh, it's right here. The Ardent Mod, the Keen Mod. What am I talking about? Ardent Mod. Keen Mod from Tenacious TX Vapes with the Elite V2 on top from Immortal Mods. This thing is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I've got some Paramon, Stan's favorite, in there. It's a pear, cinnamon, and cream. It's really super good. It's like a baked pear. So all 0 milligrams. So I'm completely on 0 this week. Yay! But I am craving nicotine. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
But it is what it is.
It's all right. I picked up some 50 from under the table at the show. Ooh, I'll vape for you. It's all right.
Ooh,
I can't believe that bloke. Selling that 35 and 50, wasn't it?
Oh no, this was someone else. Anyways.
Oh no, well,
Don't
they're actually
name
standard.
names.
Nah, don't know names.
There was a bloke there, wasn't there, Mark, selling it in like 50ml short fills of 35.
No. There were actually the bottles. There were 50ml bottles already. There were 35ml mg nicotine and 50ml.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I said in 50ml bottles.
No, you said short fill.
Anyway,
Semantics.
moving on.
Said with it in the bottle, there were like 50ml short fills. I don't know if I said short fills, but I said it was in the bottle.
So I got
It's
to
just
give
automatic for you to say short fill.
I got to give a big
Pedantic.
shout out to someone.
Go ahead, Jay.
What's her name? Nita Newbie. She is a legend. She came up and she couldn't find you two guys, so I think she settled for second best. I think. Oh, I'll have you. I'll take you then. Then she got a little notebook, bless her, and she had a load of questions that she wanted to ask you two, but you wasn't there. Well, you was there floating around, but she said, "Can I pick your brains?" I was like, "Yeah." So I had a chat with her for about 20 minutes. Like she's excellent. She really is. She's absolutely excellent.
We did look. Obviously we're not quite sure what you look like, and we kept looking around to see if we could notice anybody.
Like she's like on her game. I'm telling you now. She does all the research and like, mate, seriously, she blew me away with some of the stuff that she actually knew. It was amazing. It really was. So a big shout out to you.
Boom. Nice.
Sorry we missed you.
Sorry. That sucks when you miss people at shows and they like post all the pictures and you're like, "You were there?" I was like, "Damn, I didn't even see you."
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. I don't want that to happen. And speaking of, where's my phone? Oh, Jesus, right in front of me. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind, you guys. I got something really cool in for you guys at Expo. Da-da.
Oh.
Oh, wicked.
Ah.
Oh, I thought I was going to say SAVS.
Well, we could have done that. We should have done that. We can still do that. There's time. They're expensive.
How much?
Like probably about 45 pounds for 100.
Well, one at shows, we'll just get the super chat working.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. We are monetized, guys. Feel free. But I will have those at Expo in a couple of weeks, so you can pick up your little 1 inch by 1 inch special edition, limited run, daily Vape TV badges from me in person. I only have 100 of them, so, and it's only going to be for this show. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Bagsy too.
What do you want? You want two?
Yeah, cheers, mate. There's only 98 of them.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, since we're starting to talk about juice jam, what happened?
Oh my gosh. So I don't know if it was the same for these guys, but you know, I walked in and like the main, I don't know, what do you call the main bit in between the halls? What is that? The
Mezzanine?
That's what I thought it was, but like the concourse-y bit, whatever, that bit in the middle.
Sure.
The gantry.
Mate, it was fucking heaving. It was really, really busy. I thought, oh my God, what's going on here? And then some other guy, what's his name? Tony Robinson or whatever his name is, some YouTuber that shouts at people. He was having some big thing there anyway. So I thought, yeah.
Shouts at people.
Yeah, that's what So I walked in, I was like, oh, this looks really good, really big. Yeah. Walks down there, gets my press pass. Couldn't find me on the list. Oh, okay. Fill this form out. I'll let you in. Okay. What did you say your name was? Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, you're here. I was like, oh, what a melt. Here's your pass. All right, cheers, mate. So I walked in, gets the camera rolling. As I walked in, I looked left, saw a wall. Looked right, saw a wall. And I thought, oh, it must be through some little door or something. But no, it was just one little tiny hall. No bigger than LVS. Seriously.
No, it wasn't now.
That's how big it was. It took you the whole of, what, 45 minutes to walk around, I suppose.
Mm.
But
Wow.
You kept feeling like you'd missed something, didn't you?
I know, yeah. Yeah. It was laid out all right. Like,
Oh, you guys didn't catch the trap door, the secret little side door into the other hall?
No. Kept looking for it. But yeah, it wasn't.
Me and Mark were the same because obviously we were there with Orion's braces, weren't we, bro?
Mm.
And we walked around, and I'm going to tell him, I said, we've just passed that a minute ago. Surely there must be something else where we've missed.
Well, we kept on saying there must be a bit more. There must be a bit more.
So this is Mark. It must be a bit more. It's walking around 5 times. Sure, it's not no more. Like it's like even the big vendors there, like Nasty Juice, didn't have the biggest stand at all.
Do you think that's because they were also being represented in China as well? Because China's going on this weekend.
Mm.
But there's still quite a few Chinese people over here.
Mm.
Yeah, but they sent the B team over. Like Vaptio, they didn't have the same people you normally see at Expo.
Yeah.
Inikin didn't have like Inikin George and that normal sort of team.
Yeah, but even the stands were small though, weren't they?
Tiny.
You know, like your normal standard. How can you put it? Your little small, what were it, 5 foot beef, whatever size stand. That was it. Even the big companies was that kind of size stand as well.
Yeah,
you know, instead of where it's taking up near enough half the aisle.
Yeah, like 6x6.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there was no dinner ladies there. Like they normally have a real. I'll tell you who had the biggest booth that was there. Vape, I think, had the biggest one. Apart from Selfish, which is P Vapor, which is the organisers of it.
And the biggest ones were basically the juice.
Yeah, there was. Well, you had the only real decent mod stuff that you had to look at was obviously the Monarch Ruby. She's lovely. I had a good old chat with her.
But even her stand, I mean, when you look on the gallery, you know, the Modders Gallery, there was basically four vendors there.
Yeah.
That were it.
Yeah. So and there was only little like really tiny half just a
Like a desk.
A desk, yeah. Like a counter, 1 counter, 2 counters, and that was it. So you had a couple of the guys from, I can't remember who they are, but a French guy, I think, that make the mods. You had Bessie Goldsmith doing the drip tips, and then you had Ruby with, I can't remember his name now, I do apologise. Josh, that's it. Like there. And then Purge, obviously, Purge was there. But nowhere else, really, you could buy hardware. There was a couple of like wholesalers that was selling hardware, but that was about it.
And a lot of what they were selling was like older stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like Smock Aliens and things like that.
Yeah.
They didn't have loads.
V-God was selling bits and pieces, but not much.
Even they had a tiny stand, real tiny. Normally they have like a tricking booth and all that. None of that. It was just like a normal, one big sheet behind them, one counter at the front. That was it.
Orgs Vape had Kent there, didn't they? But
Yeah.
they only had a really small stand as well.
Old
Yeah,
stand.
3x3.
Wow. That's sad when you see like a big hardware manufacturer like that have a 3x3.
Mm.
You know,
I mean,
you
they were
expect
only
them.
selling the Well, they were showing off the VX200 and the what's the older version, the more solid version of the. It's like the Druga. What's it called? Mod.
Oh, Druica Foxy?
Yeah, that were it. And they had the new tank
Did they do Kent?
and
Yeah.
Kent's new RDA.
Kent's new RDA.
The Ocul, what was it?
Ocular or something.
Ocular, yeah. Nice RDA, really good. I like the way it's designed. So the bottom plate of on the post, the clamp, that's like, it spins around in the nut. So when you lift the nut up, the plate comes up with it. Right, it's really good. It looks really nice.
Sweet. So, do you think it was dead this weekend or last weekend because wait, it was Saturday and
Yesterday.
Friday, Saturday,
No, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Weird
Now-
days.
Do you think that it was dead because of the time or the proximity to Expo or other
I
events?
think it's a multiple of that one because let's face it, a lot of people, well, even like myself, I could not get Thursday and Friday off from work. I could only literally go on Saturday. So you had that one. Then what? I mean, what's Expo? Expo's in what? 2 weeks time? 3 weeks time?
2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's coming up quick.
So I mean, for me, living up in Doncaster, it was a long way to go. I mean, it was literally just over 3 hours to drive down there. For what we saw, weren't worth spending more than 1 day anyway. For how small it was.
4 steps and he was done.
Yeah.
No.
Even for Mark.
But no, it doesn't really. It doesn't really. I don't think that really affects it because it's always at that. It's always them months. Always. It's always been that for the last 5 years. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Like, but it was like the Thursday. I think the Thursday was a good idea for B2B. It was a really good idea because they didn't let nobody else in apart from business to business customers and press. That was it. Which was really good because I got to go around and speak to everyone. It wasn't hectic. It was nice. It was chilled. You could spend a bit of time. People was more willing to talk to you a little bit more in depth than normal just because of they had that time on their hands to do so. So I think that maybe was a good shout. But Thursday of all fucking days. Friday was the same thing, but I think they let VIPs in on a Friday. So there was still no real customers apart from the VIPs, and I think there was only a couple of 100 tickets sold for the VIPs. I think they had a limited number of them. And Saturday, I thought Saturday was going to be absolutely heaving, and with the size of it, I thought it would be packed and you'd be like trying to get round, like squeeze through everyone, but it wasn't that busy at all, was it? What was it like when you guys were there? What did you think, like, people-wise?
We got there roughly about 10, and it was like dead, really. It then started getting roughly a bit busy around about 1 o'clock. I think they were charging a £5 on the door, weren't they, Mark?
Yeah, some stuff like that. Yeah.
So it were a £5 on the door, and then it started getting busy about 12, 1 o'clock. And then as soon as the big shout outs come, you know, the freebie stuff, you know, like trying
I'd say round about 2:30. The best way of explaining it, you know how Expo is at round about 4 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah.
You could actually look down aisles, I mean, the full length of an aisle, and wouldn't see anybody actually walking down it. And that was round about 2:30.
Wow.
That's how quiet it got.
So
it was like somebody had told people that something was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like, and everybody else knew about it, and you're stood there thinking, is something going to go off, and we don't know about this.
that's messed up, man.
Yeah,
So they were charging at the door?
yeah, £5 to get in on the Saturday.
I think that was because that Tony Robinson or whatever it was, there was 10,000 people out in that main walkway out there. They must have had, I swear to God, they must have had probably about 10 halls that they was going through. One of the halls, right? Check this out. One of the halls was just a food hall with just food vendors in there for this other show, and it was the same size as Jam.
Oh yeah.
That was
Wow.
And there was going from one hall to another hall to another hall. They had to go and do this. I don't fucking know. You go through that door. Wherever he shouts at them, I don't got a fucking clue.
Yeah.
But
Jay, did you get your bag searched?
no.
I didn't get my bag searched. Mark didn't get his either, so you could just wander in and out of Jam with no security.
Oh, that brings up a whole other topic, man.
Yeah, I thought that were a bit dodgy, didn't you, Mark?
Yeah, straight away, no checks or anything.
What do you mean? Like, the main entrance into the XL itself, or into Jam?
Both.
Into Jam.
I've never had a bag search.
Well, I did last year. If you come through the front bit, they checked my bag, and then obviously we came like we normally do, back entrance. Got into Jam, and they didn't. Well, I was waiting for somebody to search my bag, but they didn't. That's dodgy. You got to think about it. A lot of people in a massive place.
Yep, it could be very dodgy.
In the middle of London, or in London.
Now, Mike, you're not that far away, and you decided not to go.
Yeah, well, I've never done Vape Jam, to be honest. I've only ever done London and Expo.
Is it just like I feel like people have like a preference? Like some people are just like, nah, not interested in that show.
A lot of people do.
To be honest, every time I've heard about Jam, I've heard every year it's just been Juice Jam. And I'm more into the hardware side of things. I prefer looking at the hardware in that. You know, I've still got shiny itis, for fuck's sake.
Vic, would you say? Nice to see you, Vic. Vic was saying that if the Vape Jam isn't a success in Liverpool, he thinks that Jam will be over. They won't do it again.
Wow.
I hope not. I really do. I really hope not, because I think it needs it.
When you look at it, the first time it was ever on, it was actually in Olympia, where LVS was. Like, that was the first time downstairs. That's where they had it, and then they moved to XL, and it was like maybe 2 halls, and then 2 years ago it was probably about 3 halls big. Last year was relatively big, 3 halls I think, and then this year 1 hall. Like, it was really, like, I don't know, it was really weird just to see it go from like small, big, small. But I do think. Go on, sorry.
Go ahead.
I do think a lot of people are holding off though for Expo. I really do think that is the case, like, because Juice, it is Juice Jam. Everybody knows it as Juice Jam nowadays. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some really good juice companies that are up and coming that are there, but not nearly. Well, you could say virtually no hardware, unless you was gonna like be like Mike and get your credit card out and buy a fucking £700 purge.
So
maybe in October.
Why? I don't understand why it's 2 weeks apart, you know, Jam and Expo. Why don't they offset it so where it's like every 3 months there's an Expo, whether it's Jam or Vape Expo UK?
That'd be a
To
good
be honest,
idea.
I think if they had any more than what they've got now, I think people would get pissed off with it and bored with it.
Right, I can tell you why. I know why Expo do what they do. Because, right, so you have an Expo, no one else is allowed to have the same sort of convention doing the same sort of topic in there. Like, you've got to leave it 6 months, so that's why they do this one and then the October one. So they've got it, it's theirs. So no one else can come in and think, oh, I can put one in between here, because they're not allowed to do that. Something to do with the conditions. So that's why they do 2 a year. So that's exclusive for them, for the guys that run it, and that's exclusive to the NEC.
Yeah. I think they should do like vape conventions in other areas of the country. So you're not just fixed between London and Birmingham, or London, Birmingham, and now Manchester. They should have other areas of the country that have them on.
Yeah, well, we had the collective, which didn't have a lot of people there, or it didn't have a lot of stands either.
No.
But it was an outdoor one, and it was a glorious time when it's in June. It were absolutely boiling hot.
What, in Shrewsbury?
No,
in Doncaster.
Oh, Donny. What's the one in Shrewsbury? The Camping
That's
Oval?
Vape Fest.
That's
Oh,
Vape
yeah.
Fest.
I've done that one.
You
But
know,
that's not on this year either.
glorified bring and buy car boot sale, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's where I got annoyed.
Or really elitist mods, what are like 500 quid or
That's
more.
where I got annoyed because you had the people going around giving my kids fucking vape merch, and I was like, and I got my son there. Oh, look what I got, and I'm like, yeah, you're only wearing it in. That is it. You're never ever wearing it again.
Yeah.
Never. I was really pissed off with that. But yeah, so what's the collective then?
The collective was at Doncaster outdoor event. You could actually stay over in camp and that, and it just wasn't very big. A lot of the vendors pulled out last minute, didn't they, Mark?
Yeah, it was in. It's only. I think they only did it not the year before that, and it was sort of like in its infancy anyway. So they keep on trying to bring it back. It's a good venue. I mean, it's outside and everything, and it was great. But unfortunately, like our Aidan was saying, there wasn't that many vendors there. It was more of a get-together than anything else.
Go on.
Saturday and Sunday, and by the time Sunday afternoon had come, majority of the vendors had packed up and gone home.
Yeah.
Right, so I know quite a lot of people in the industry, and nearly everybody that I talk to now are not doing shows in the UK. Just because it's saturated, for one. It's like obviously a lot of money to do it, but they're wanting to hit the European market, so they're going to places like Stuttgart, which is in a couple of months' time. They're going to like Nantes or whatever it was, the French one, literally last month. You know, they're doing like Madrid, Barcelona. They're doing all other big ones in Europe because obviously they've hit the UK market. That's it. They're done in the UK. Like they're established. There's only so many companies that are wholesalers and distros, so there's only so much you can do.
Do you think they've overpriced themselves at the actual events? So, for argument's sake, the booth that you have, for argument's sake, take the Modders Gallery. Now, normally the Modders Gallery are sort of like cottage industry mod makers. Do you think that places like Jam have overpriced or outpriced them so that they can't actually display their things?
I don't
Well,
know.
it was free. I was talking to Bessie. It was actually free for the Modders Gallery to have all they were free at Jam.
All right.
And he was saying today, why is it not free at Expo?
Fuck knows. I don't know. We're getting the feeling that like Expo is the biggest one now. That's the one. But like someone just mentioned a minute ago, it'll be good to have them spaced 3 months apart. That'll be excellent. Every quarter or every 3 months, whatever, you got a show to go to throughout the year.
In different locations, though.
Yeah.
Like, the reason that I like some of the traveling shows in the U.S. is because they hit just a slightly different location. So you have like one in Columbus, Ohio, and then the next year it's in Toledo, Ohio, at the other side of the state, you know? Whereas like for you guys, you could have one in Liverpool and then have one in Manchester and then, you know, just move it around, you know? Once it gets so stagnant if it's in the same place every year. I think, honestly, Vapor Expo UK should not change. I think they should just be at the NEC every 6 months, like clockwork, like that. And then Vape Jam should be the one that's moving around to the different locations.
Which is what it's doing. It's going to October. Is it October? It's going to Liverpool. It's so close to Expo. Someone's outside for you. It's so close to Expo. Like I don't know. Like for me, like I don't know. Whatever. Like they've got their reasons and they do what they do. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a bad show. It's not that I didn't enjoy it because I did enjoy it. It was a good show. It was just tiny. Like and what I did see, I enjoyed what I was doing. It was cool, you know. But I don't know, why do they not think about it and why have it so close? Because they know that if they want public to come there, maybe they're just a business to business thing now for Vape Jam. That's why they done it on a Thursday and a Friday, because knowing full well that everybody that like normal customers or consumers would be at work and wouldn't be able to get the time off on a Thursday, so that it's strictly business to business. I get that side of things. But why have it so close to another show? Like, I don't know. It's mad. Because
you've got to think about it. How much it costs us for a May and an October. You've got your hotel, your travel costs.
Yeah.
food and stuff while you're staying there. It's a big payout. Look at Nick coming.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Tell me about
I'm
it.
not doing that yet.
See-
Every time I go to Expo, I end up dropping £1,000.
Monty, come to my fuck off. He just said like October Jam is a weekend before the Expo. People are gonna be saving their money to go to Expo because they know it's a bigger show. I know this. Whether they're doing it up there so they can, I don't know, liaise with other business to business around Manchester area or north of the country, whatever. But like for a consumer side of things, having them so close together is not a good idea because you're not gonna get the consumers through the door like that when there's another big show that's so close. Because people save up for the biggest one, which is Expo at the moment. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I met up with a few people that I hadn't seen since October. It's a good thing to do, do you know what I mean? But I just don't see the ideology behind it.
There was no other people like reviewers there apart me, Jay, Mark. Obviously, you've got the big US there, but I didn't see any other ones like you normally bump into. There was Jay Vape Reviews was there, but you do that right. You know, you're normally bumping into people you haven't seen for ages, and there just was nobody there.
I see Chris on the Saturday. Or Friday, I see Chris. Oh, you wasn't there Friday, was you? No, of course not.
No, we just went Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
That's it, Vic. It's a lot of money.
On about Vic, it would be nice to actually see some an expo like the size that we went to further up north. To be honest with you, towards Scotland, because I mean, you imagine that whole area of Scotland in the north of England doesn't get really represented.
What, like Cumbria, Lancashire, like up that sort of way? Yeah. Good idea. Good shout.
The same further down south as well.
Yeah, like towards Southampton,
Down
Bournemouth,
South Coastway.
yeah, Portsmouth, Bournemouth, somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Or towards going over towards Wales, like Bristol or somewhere like that. Yeah. But I suppose one of the other things is like it's got to be in a decent sized venue. Like, you know, I don't know any other big venues. There's one in Glasgow. That's the fucking armadillo shaped building. There's.
Brighton's got a convention centre.
Oh, is it? Oh, there you go. See, I don't know, like...
But they also have to have a big airport, too. Somewhere that's easy to fly into.
I'm sure there's a big convention centre in Cardiff as well. So they could do one for Wales.
Probably, yeah.
That's the thing. But you'd still think London being the capital of England, and you've got... It's known as good as New York and places like that. You'd think it'd be like the biggest... European show, but it's not.
Well, we've only got the two convention centres down here now, haven't we, in London? You've got the Olympia and you've got XL.
Yeah, that's it.
You've got the Millennium Dome, but that place costs a fucking fortune to hire.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good, though. Oh, if you can get one in the O2, that'd be wicked.
I mean, even if they'd took over something like the Brixton Academy, somewhere like that. It's mainly a concert venue. But it's big enough to hold something the size of Jam in.
Yeah, well, I just read a comment there. So someone said it sounds like they should put the one Jam in between the two expos. That's a good idea.
Right. And all right, I have a question for the rest of the panel here. Do you think that putting, vape influencers and people like that on the bill actually entices people to go to your event?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Okay.
See, there was no Grim there this year as well.
Why don't they do that, really? I
don't know.
Why don't they invite more vape personalities?
They should have, like, a specific
Vape
area. Like, a proper area. Like they get the models block. They should have a reviewers block, like they did at LVS. That's what they should do. And then, that's where all the reviewers can hang out, and it's a central point where everybody walking around that wants to meet a reviewer can actually go there. I think that would be a good idea. Do you know what? I'm gonna speak to Jay and see if we can try and organise something like that between us for expos. I think we should approach him like collectively, like as reviewers, influencers, whatever.
I think it'd be good as well because there's people such as like like the vendors who you deal with don't know who really they're dealing with. So as well as it sort of gives you a little bit more legitimacy. God, I said that. I'm not even drinking.
Take for example, what happened to you, Aidan? Your face was actually on this big screen of Vaptio, and the girl that was actually on the stall, I was asking you who you were and what your channel was. I mean, how crazy was that?
Clearly,
she wasn't asking who I was. She was asking for me details. And so I've walked past, and Vic was on the screen as well. And then me and Mark have walked past again, and there's me doing the review. And then so this other bloke comes out, and we go, look, it's there, and he comes and has a photograph done. So he takes me over to this woman, and she's going, oh, do you want stuff to review? I went, yeah, I'll have stuff to review. She went, what's your details? I went, I'm on the screen. I'm on the screen. With spots, she picked a review where I had a right spot there and a right spot there. So I hung around the television for a bit. It's me, look, I'm on telly.
Admiring himself, wishing off.
Take a selfie with yourself?
I did, yeah.
You did.
Hello, Margo, it's me. I put it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like Vic said, the other problem with Vape Jam is the cost of the hotels in the area.
Oh, fucking expensive. That's one thing where I'm lucky, because I live 15 minutes away. I can just drive every day. I don't have to get up early. I can just roll in there at 10:30 when all the crowd, well, so-called crowd has gone in. And, yeah.
I mean, I know right outside the XL, you've got the Ibis Hotel, ain't you?
Yeah, so you got...
I believe that one's around about £200 a night for the cheaper rooms.
Fucking hell. You got the Premier in.
Just before the Ibis, you've got that boat that's been converted into a hotel. And last time I had a look, that one was around about £800 per night for a cabin.
Fucking hell.
I tried to get Mark to not go to work on the Friday, and I did find a hotel just for the night, which were £66.
Yeah, was it a twin bed? Like single twin bed?
Apparently we're a 3-star, but you can see 2 of them through the roof.
Yeah.
It was like a scene from Oliver.
That was when the bin of the lid was open.
Yeah, but the best thing is, though, I got it next to Greg's. So there were pasties to eat at night time.
Oh, man.
But it was nice. We met quite a number of people. I met quite a number of people who watched my channel as well. It was good.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, me and Jay were walking down, didn't we? And one bloke did a double take and went, yo, yo, yo.
Quality.
Yeah, giggle.
The fucking reception was so shit in there. I tried to do a 360 stream as well. I wasn't fucking having it.
I saw that. That was cool, man. That was so cool. Your 360 walk around? Dude.
Was you filming with your butt plug again, Jay?
Yeah. It's a fucking handy little thing. It really does work. Because anyone that's so watching it, like if it's on Facebook, it won't let me stream to fucking YouTube for some reason. And it's got the YouTube thing that keeps telling me to sign in. I'm fucking signed in, you crap twat. Anyway, so I went on Facebook. But with Facebook, while it's live, you can literally just move your phone around and you can literally look around and see up my nose, everything.
It's so cool.
But when it's done and it's a video rather than a stream and it's on the page or wherever I stream to, you can literally just move around and you can just... That's a good way of doing it. I'm going to like try and get a few more of them in.
Is that an attachment for your phone?
No, it's just the Samsung 360, the new 360 that I've got with my phone. Like, it's a 360 camera.
Right. That's wild, man. I like that a lot. I hope you do that at Expo because I was watching. I was like, oh, you can look around. It was so cool.
Me and Mark also met a friend of Jay's. She were really nice, and his boss. What company are they?
JCR.
JCR. They were really nice. We were talking to him. They're saying we've got a reviewer. His name's Jay Reviews. He's best reviewer in London. Do you know him? And I was like,
yeah,
Jay who?
Jay. You know Jay.
Back in my arm.
Yeah, Jay, you know Jay, big reviewer, Jay.
So then she gets this card out and it's live vape and chill. I went, oh, you're on about Jay? I said, I'm on a show with him. She went, show? I went, yeah, I'm on a show. It's called SAVS. Oh, right. So I took the actual video out of last week's show and showed her that I was on the same screen as you.
She goes, no, he's not the same person.
She didn't. And the other bloke said, no, he doesn't look that old. That's what he said. You had your glasses on, didn't you, last week? He doesn't look that old, so I had to try and zoom in to your face. He's my English teacher. He's lovely.
Yeah, she wants me to teach her English. I said, I'm the worst person for you to teach English. She's like, because they're going to Birmingham as well, but they're stopping and they got an Airbnb up the road. So she said, oh, can I come to the shop and you can teach me English so I can learn a bit more English for the show or whatever.
I'll tell you what, though, she pronounced Nick Salts really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling her Nick Salts. Because she was calling it nicotine salty or something like that. I was, no, Nick Salts. Oh, okay, Nick Salts. So, yeah.
Aren't they?
But
Yeah, well, they were really nice people.
Really were.
yeah, that was good. They were all right. They took me out for a nice Chinese restaurant meal. It was good. So
Now,
He
We
did
kinda
remind me of
breezed
the
over
Chinese
this.
version of Del Winton.
Oh God.
oh shit.
So
Yeah.
we breezed over the fact that Vape had the biggest stand.
Yeah.
I mean,
Apart from Selfish,
well, right.
which was
but,
the
like,
organizer stand.
So Vape having the second biggest stand, you know, let's say, were they on like the bill? Were they on like the lanyards and everything?
Nah.
They're all over everything.
Nah.
Really? Oh.
Nah.
Well, on the others, don't put it up, I don't think.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
it's
gonna
there.
say,
I can see it. It's in
it's
the
right.
background.
It's right over your shoulder.
Yeah, but that could have been the last one, that.
That's this one. It's the blue press fit. Oh yeah, it could have been the last one.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, has he got self? No, that one's...
It's got selfish and that's it.
Okay. Well, in
Yeah,
any
that's
case, I mean, how do you guys feel about the Big Tobacco having the second big stand there?
Mate, you know my view on this. They're putting money in it. That's it. They're selling vape products, like, whatever. Like, there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. You just got to embrace it. Accept the fact that they're putting money into a show to try and make a show a little bit better or whatever. The money that can be spent in another area somewhere, maybe another hall next time. But, you know, there's nothing. You're never going to get away from that.
Right. What do you expect to see at Expo for Big Tobacco? Do you like Vipe and Blue and everybody?
Yeah, ICOS will be there as well. Won't they?
Yeah, more than likely.
When I looked at the floor plan, I didn't see an ICOS stand advertised there. I did see Vipe advertised on there.
Yeah, they're probably what for May.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably gone under an alias, undercover.
SOQI.
Yeah. I'll tell you what as well, that Vibe stand had probably about 25 staff. There were loads.
Mate, they had fucking break dancers and a dancing crew and everything, mate. They fucking went in. They had a game where you could go into the fucking blow the tickets around the booth and catch them and shit. And
That's part of the problem. Like, they're spending gobs of money on their advertising.
but they've got
and
it
their
to do that.
marketing. It's like you go up to a 3x3 from like a really good juice company, and they've got like two guys there, and they're just like, "Hey, you want to try some juice?" You know. So I don't know. They got to step it up.
Vic was saying there'll be a big poster of him at the AH Pro. Obviously, the Kelp's being released this week, and it'll be at the Expo.
Oh yes,
I'm excited.
Congratulations on the release of the Kelpie.
Yeah, I will be very soon.
I'm looking forward to getting next week sometime.
Yeah.
None of us are allowed to review it.
No.
We have to wait.
You have to wait, yeah. I'll tell you what else I did see there. We were talking just before the show. Was is it Lefty or Lifety or something?
That's
Lift.
Lift.
Whatever it is. And what it is it's a bit like. Am I going to say it right, Mark? Snooze.
Yeah, a bit like it. It's in the idea of snooze, isn't it?
Yeah, and basically,
Is it
it's
like Nick Salt pouches?
Yeah, basically.
Nick Salt
actual
pouches.
salt.
And
Yeah.
Andy Summerfield, Vic did say it would be a large poster of himself, so I'm assuming it will be larger than life.
What, a full-size poster? 3 foot
Well, that
tall.
just takes a medium
Probably
poster.
3 foot tall, then that.
Sorry, Vic. We
Sorry,
love you,
Vic.
really.
Yeah, that's what I look like.
I'll bring some of them to Expo. If they're
Oh,
Nick
well,
Salt. If they're
Steak,
Nick
though, with
Salt.
the Nick salts, though.
I don't think the salts. I think it's just a pouch.
We have like Nick Salt pouches over here. I forget what they're called, but I know Grim Green was talking about them at one point. But he also snoozes, so I mean,
But
I
actually, in the product, reading the on the description here of the ingredients, it has actually got salt in it.
like actual salt.
According to this, yeah.
So I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea for something like if you're on a plane or something like that. You just want to keep the craving down, or somewhere you just can't vape.
You better believe I'll be using snooze on the plane ride over. 6.5 hours.
That's a long time, that, isn't it?
Not as bad as China.
We're just-
China's an 18-hour ride from here.
We've just been called bastards by Vic. Sorry, Vic. We love you, really.
They'd have to knock me out on a plane to China, I'll tell you.
He's going to have one of the bits where they're just going to pause it. Ha. On one of them bits.
It's a poster. It fucking is.
Oh, shit. Fucking hell.
Well, we haven't heard much from Mark.
Yeah,
so
come on, Mark.
Let's like fill out the rest of the show with just nothing but Mark.
Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
we can ask him a question if you like.
Well, I was gonna say, Mark, what's new with the channel? What do you got going on? Anything coming up that's good? What are you excited about?
Changed around in here a little bit. Got the new background going off with the lights because of you.
Very blue.
Your fault, because I wanted to get your vibe going. It's not quite there, but it's not far off. So yeah, been just plodding away as I always do, bringing out the reviews and that lot. Coming up next week, I've got the Node and I've got the Rebirth coming out. So yeah, I've got bits and pieces coming. Yeah, general, you know me, I just do my reviews and my live show and keep on plodding along as I do.
Very nice.
Very simple.
Suddenly gained a tick there, Mark, as well. You kept doing that. You know me.
Yeah, you know me. I just plod along quite happily.
Oh,
In the background there.
let's ask him a question. 1 second. Right, nobody speak for a minute. Let's do
Oh, no.
this. Oh, and it's on the screen. I don't know if it's going to come through.
Didn't we already do this with him?
I don't know, but we're doing it again.
What's your favorite cheese? What's your favorite cheese? E-I-I-D-O. What's your favorite cheese?
So, what's your favourite cheese?
What's my favourite cheese? Ooh.
Why did this become a thing?
You started it.
No.
I like a nice, right, if we're talking about cheese, I like a nice red Leicester if we're having cheese on toast.
With red onion.
Oh, yeah, that's nice as well,
Fuck yes.
yeah.
Man, after
Isn't
my
that your
own
answer,
heart.
Jay?
Oh, I love it.
Red Leicester with a bit of Worcester sauce on toast.
Oh, yeah, Worcester sauce as well, yeah, it's very nice.
Fuck
I
yeah.
must have this.
Wash your face in cheese.
Here.
What's your face of cheese?
What's your favorite cheese?
So it's
Jesus.
also nice with a bit of chili sauce as well, Mark.
Cheese sauce.
I like that Mexican cheese, you know, the spicy shit. You've got all the fucking chilies in there. That's some
Yep.
good shit.
Burny
I
shit.
like that.
I like a good
Anything with chili.
camembert when it's been in the oven.
Oh, you do a gorgeous one, don't you? You know where you have it in that, like, it's
It's what it's one. You get loads of toast and dip it in. It's all gooey.
oh, it's nice with French bread and that. Like
I
that.
actually made one once, so I got like a fucking round fucking cob thing, whatever you want to call it, a loaf, cut the top off, put it inside and bake it in the oven, and then you break the bread off and dip it in. Oh, it's
With loads of
gorgeous.
garlic and thingy.
Oh, fuck that.
Stop, you guys make me hungry.
I was
Again.
just thinking, fuck's sake, wrong show to talk about food.
That's Nick going to get bacon and cereal.
But you gotta stop
They have
gotta stop because I can't get half of the stuff you talk about.
yeah, like bacon.
Well, I can get bacon.
No, that's fucking shit. That's not real bacon, mate.
I think it'll
What?
be a bit sweaty if I bring some Red Leicester to Expo. Here, I've made you this cheese sandwich.
Here, I brought you cheese.
It was red, but now it's red and blue. Oh shit!
Sorry, I just cut it off like my grandma used to do. You'd be fine.
Meat wallet.
Oh.
No.
After show.
Yeah, so a bit of Red Leicester to go on Nick's raw crumpets.
Yeah.
You know what? I need to make a sticker of a crumpet. That's what I need to do. I might have to do that.
It'll be fine. It'll stick.
Just a sticker with like a bite taken out of it of a raw crumpet. Just that. No logos, no nothing.
That'd be sick.
Just hand them out of there.
Yours.
What's your favorite crumpet?
Raw and chewy. It wasn't that bad. You guys are. You need to experience this for yourself.
Fuck that.
If mine's not absolutely soaking with butter, I've just put half a tub of Lay pack on it. I'm not eating it.
If it's not dribbling down your arm, there's something wrong.
Mate, they've got fucking pockets in, like honeycomb pockets for fucking cheese to melt in there, mate. Butter to melt in there.
If you're not holding your thingy underneath, you're making that slurping while you're eating it.
Just not right.
Wiping
I
your
don't
head
eat
with
bread with butter on it.
It's got to be crunchy on the outside and fucking soaking wet in the middle.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm weird.
we know that. Fuck, tell us something we don't know. Right, so, anything else that anyone wants to speak about? Bin Laden up there, do you want to say anything?
Game of Thrones, who's watching it tonight?
Laura said she's setting an alarm clock to wake up at 2 o'clock to watch it. I'm just going to stay up and watch it and then go to bed after. I've got some editing to do, actually. I've got it all on the computer now. All the files are there from the Expo. I've got to somehow slap a video together and upload
I'm doing
it.
Manic Morning.
Ironically, I'm watching it from the beginning.
Oh, we've done that.
Oh, God.
We've done that.
I'm
Over...
up to, we're on to season 3 at the moment.
Oh, you got a long way to go, mate.
No.
Right, so, have you never watched it before?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go online, there's key episodes that they tell you to watch from different seasons, and they'll tie into what's going to happen. So if you just Google that, you don't have to watch it all, just key episodes.
Or if you
I'm
read the
enjoying
books.
See, I've never watched it because every time I used to put it on, somebody's getting done from behind while they're talking. Just like loads of sex. I just sat there and they're going, right, I'll kill you in a minute. You'll be all right. You know, no, right,
That sounds like a man that's not getting it.
I'm mad. I don't get shit up. Blowjob's a new dress.
Oh, shit. Quality.
The dog gets more than I do, and that's my leg.
That's the only position you have now, isn't it? Doggy style. You beg.
Yeah.
Oh.
That used to be really good, though, because I used to be able to put my ashtray on the back when I smoked, but I can't do that now.
It's alright, you can put bottles of juice up there.
Yeah.
Stop it now.
Bill Kit, steady on. Your fucking tweezers are going everywhere.
What are you doing behind there? Don't worry about it. I'm just re-wicking my kelp.
Oh, quality.
Turns back round to you. Yes, you fucking are, aren't you?
Oh, shit.
You guys are killing me.
It's a good job my wife doesn't watch me stuff because she'd be killing me.
Oh, gosh. Excellent. All right. So, anything else you want to cover before we call it a night?
No, I think that's it. Who wants to say final thoughts, final words, goodbyes?
Make sure that if you haven't got over to my brother's channel, SoulOhm, make sure you get over there and give him a cheeky little sub. He's an absolute corking reviewer and a really decent bloke. Thank you very much to everybody in chat for looking after us. All the spanners as well. You've been absolute stars. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And thank you very much from me. Pass it over to anybody else.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us on Facebook. We'll continue the meme thing next week when Mobro's back.
No, Mobo's not back next week. It's the week after.
Well, isn't the week after Expo?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, we might be able to. Oh, no, we won't be able to.
That'll be the week after that then.
Well, there you go. Anyways, when Mobro is back, we'll keep doing the meme thing, but keep posting them over on the SAVS Meme and Trolls Facebook group. Do we have any admins or moderators in chat right now that can post a link in the chat real quick? If so, that'd be awesome.
Do you know what? We could possibly do like a expo stream on Saturday night, all on one setup.
I'm bringing my laptop, so
Me too. Kushti.
sweet.
I'll bring a
All right.
camera. I'll bring a mic.
You
Mobo's
want me
saying
to
he's back
wait?
next
You want me
week.
to bring a camera like this?
Oh, look at you. Just over in the corner, doing nothing.
Oh, very small lead.
Yeah, bring that. It's
All right.
it's wrapped up your mouth.
It's a small lead, yeah.
Mobo is
stand
saying
over it like
back
that.
next week.
Oh, he's back next week. Cool. So don't forget, guys, get your memes into the SAVS troll meme thingamabob. I don't know what it's called.
Bob.
That thing. Because I looked on there today to get some, but there wasn't any. So unless you guys put the effort in as well, we can't put any up. Sorry, dudes. But yes, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much, Mark. Twice in like 2 days I've seen you now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you very much for coming on. Mike, nice to see your long beards back.
Yes, I see him back.
Yeah.
It will be longer soon.
He's getting extensions.
He'll be doing the,
Yep.
you know, what is Kill Bill?
I'm going to get dreadlocks hanging off of it soon.
Dreadlocks.
Oh, just like my ass.
No, they're not dreadlocks, they're clag nuts.
Look like Bob Marley in an headlock.
Alright. You want to say bye? Anyone else?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you very much for having me on the show. Much appreciated. If you haven't checked me out, please go and check out SoulOhm Reviews. Live on Thursday as well. Cheeky plug. Sorry.
No, you're more than welcome to do so.
Plug.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Laters.
Kazans.
What's your favorite cheese?
Cheese.
All right. Are we out yet, Jay?
No.
Fist
Of
flap.
course not.